$20 a month to become a partner in hope now. And partnering in hope is not just the healthy people in this room raising a bunch of money together. I'm talking about being a partner with a sick child, giving them hope. You know, one of the things that's so powerful when you go there is the ABCs of hope artwork. I was just talking to Tim about this. We've been talking with Tim for a little while here, and the ABCs of cancer. I mean, some of them were pretty happy. Some of them were really sad. And that's the thing. You're talking about a very sad disease, but you're talking about people who are incredibly hopeful that they can cure it, right, Tim?
Yes, kids are so far beyond their years because they know what life is really about. You start talking to these 5 years old that are acting as adults now, and they think as adults, so it's always amazing to see what they're hoping and hanging on to.
Speaking of adults, I mentioned your beard earlier, and that you've never had a beard that we knew of before, and your wife isn't a big fan. You and your entire family, you continue to give back, even though you lost your son 7 years ago now. You continue to man the phone banks here at our 98.7 WMZQ Radiothon. You bring presents to the people that helped you when your son was sick and helped get you through all of that. What else? What's this beard for, Tim?
No, the beard is this year, every year, and my son Philip started this, that we go out and do a toy purchase to donate back to a bunch of other kids, and every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And this year I decided I was going to play Santa, and so the beard kind of grew in. And for any father who has had to deal with this tragic event, your hair has a tendency to change colors. In addition with mothers, and my beard grew in white and gray this year, so I get to play Santa this year as we make our toy drop off.
Right, and Santa needs helpers. You know, Santa can't. Yes, he can get to every house, but sometimes his back hurts and he needs a little bit of help. So people like will step in and help Santa, just like people like you listening right now will step in and help St. Jude. You'll become a partner in hope at 1-800-795-1800. I do think we need to get you some cookies, Tim, because you're not, you're not fat enough because you do all that. You hike, right?
Yeah, do a lot of hiking, and part of that was being a scout leader for 25 years, and both my sons were Eagle Scouts. And so I always go back and say, even if your kid's young or if they're an Eagle Scout or involved in Scouts, you hug them every day because you never know when that cancer is going to come knocking on your door. And so we looked at the treatment that we were going through as a journey, as a trek, because there would be good days that you're responding to the treatment, and then it would be those rainy days that you don't want to do anything.
When you were driving and listening to our radiothon that many years ago, and you didn't know that your son was going to be diagnosed just a few months later, and you became a partner in hope, you saved your son's life inadvertently. For just a day. I mean, they gave you what, 2 years it was?
2 years at 25% survivability, and we actually ended up in 3 years, but a very important 3 years because in those 3 years we learned to live.
I mean, your perspective. I wish I could bottle it because there are days when I need it. Please call now and be a partner in hope. 1-800-795-1800. Imagine the devastating words. Your child has cancer. Tim has heard it when he didn't think he was going to. Your child has cancer. His child was 20. St. Jude is there for people like Tim and all of the families when they are the most in need. You can call now to become a partner in hope. 1-800-795-1800.